very strong Morecambe supporter. How do you and other fans react to that?
Well, you react to it how you do. The evidence is all there, and it's pretty damning if you ask me. In my opinion, I think it's gone on for way too long. The fans need a bit of clarity, which they've got more from the board, as we haven't been really communicated with from anybody else. And I just think that second paragraph there, just the end of it saying it's been a stuck record of assurances and not being met and deadlines missed, and I think that just says it all, if I'm completely honest. It's a massive shame because we're a brilliant club with good potential. Look at us, we were in League One last year. We were in League One for 2 years and the club was doing the best it's ever done. That was perfect prime time. But as you saw, we never got sold. We never found a credible buyer who could pass the fit and proper tests. And we've just been waiting in limbo. And just for one thing that upsets me is just everyone being left in the dark, really. And it's not just for fans, it's for hundreds of people who are actually working for the club, who they probably don't know if they're going to get paid a wage again. You never know, they might. We don't want wages being missed, and with that suspended points deduction, it's something we can't afford to happen either in the league. So that's always a worry.
Yeah, absolutely. So it is one of those situations where it's always a bit up in the air what's happening, so it will certainly be interesting to see how things progress off the field. But on the pitch, recently there's obviously been changes time as manager.
So far, it's been a bit of a roller coaster. I know it's been 3 games, 2 losses and 1 win. You've got to give him time, though. You've got to give him time. I know, me included, some people got on his back originally. They were a bit miffed as to the reason as to why he was brought in, when there may have been other candidates who maybe have more experience. But Ben Sadler said it best himself when he said that he's got all the capabilities of a good future manager, and we've just got to give him time. We've got to see how he gets on. We've got to see how he does. You've got to, as I would with any other manager, you've got to trust them. You've got to trust the board's decision because they know a lot more than we do. And yeah, just get behind the lads, and hopefully this is going to be the start of a long, beautiful relationship between Jeb Brannan and Morecambe Football Club.
Absolutely. It's certainly Hopey who is talking to us about all things Morecambe and local sport and national sport. So we're going to get back into some chat about Morecambe, and straight away we're going to ask you a little bit, what are your expectations for the game this weekend against Stockport, who are currently sitting at the top of the league?
Well, I've got massive expectations. I'm hoping that we can pull it out of the bag and get a win, to be fair. To go away to Wickham, I understand that it might have been the reserve side, but we're still a strong side in the League One anyway. So it'll be interesting. Hopefully we can go out and play how we did there, and like we did against Lincoln in the FA Cup as well. But it worries me to see that 6-0 away again. I can't believe you reminded me of that. I was trying to forget about that, lads. But you look at that and then you think, it's a bad day in the office, yeah, but Stockport are, to be honest, are worlds above Wrexham this year. They've been absolutely class, and for them to come away, we've got a great away form too. And to go away from home, they'll be out for blood. They'll be wanting 3 points, and how we go about stopping them is another story. But so I'm optimistic. It's going to be a close game. I'm predicting a 3-2 win to Morecambe. It's going to be close, but yeah, I hope we can take the game to them. Hopefully not let them play much football. Be as defensive as we can, but also just to get a few goals in. Hopefully Michael Mellon will be on the score sheet, and Tom Bloxham or JJ McKiernan, 3 top lads. I'm just hoping that we can go out there and take the game to them.
Absolutely, it's certainly going to be a very exciting match, isn't it, this weekend, Rob?
Yeah, absolutely, and I think, obviously Stockport are doing really well this season. Their manager Dave Challender's been linked with a lot of jobs in the Championship League One, so really, really strong team coming to the Mazuma Bambo Stadium. But that 12th man in terms of the supporters could be the turning point in this afternoon's game. Speaking of, And the Shrimps Trust released a statement.
Well, they're looking quite good, to be honest, at Villa this year. I've not really been keeping track of the results, but I know Arsenal struggled the other night against Luton, and if I'm honest, Luton were completely robbed in that game. They were a much better team. They were fantastic. But it's concerning, to be honest, to see these slips. Like, Manchester City are obviously slipping, as you well know, Alistair. You just don't know if they're getting a bit too complacent. And then Arsenal, a couple of slips as well. It looks like it's anyone's race. It's going to be quite tasty, actually, this, between Arsenal, Liverpool and Man City. And you've got to remember that Manchester United are only 3 points behind Man City. Wow. So a couple more slips and a couple more wins for United. We might catch you up.
I don't know. You can keep dreaming over on that side of the studio, I think. But it's certainly there hasn't been improvements for Manchester United. So yeah, just on that, Aston Villa, the bottom three in the Premier League are the 3 teams who were promoted from the Championship last season, and 3 of the top 4 in the Championship are currently the teams that were relegated from the Premier League last season. The exception there being Ipswich, who currently sit in second, 1 point behind Leicester, after being promoted last season. So a big credit to Ipswich, they've been brilliant. But do you think it will just be a straight swap again, and we'll see the same teams going down that came up and the same teams going up that came down?
Potentially, yeah. Because you've just got to look at the results, really. Burnley have been nothing special this year. Last year, they were absolutely fantastic. But they've just completely dropped off. Well, to be honest, I can't say we dropped off because they never really got going in the first place, did they, this year? But it's concerning. It just shows how big the jump from the Championship to the Premier League actually is nowadays, and they are struggling. All the teams are struggling. However, like I say, Luton played fantastically against Arsenal at home the other night, and I feel like they may pull away. To be honest, I feel like Luton may stay up, whereas your Sheffield Uniteds and your Burnleys, I think they're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Of course, Sheffield United had